What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 201. On today's episode, we're going to give our Week 18 predictions. The playoffs are starting to take form. The Broncos
winning in. Let's go.
Let's do it. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Benched. My name is Joey, joined as always by my brother, co-host Angel. What's up, man?
What's up? What's going on?
Big week for the Broncos. How you feel?
Weekend of football. Great. I saw
good?
I saw the inactives for the Chiefs players. It's phenomenal.
We're gonna talk about someone who is active.
If we don't win, I'll tell you what. Yeah, someone's dying. Okay, his name's Sean Payton.
Over at producer's desk, double barrel action, registered Packer owner and 6'5" and a good day, Gabe Tovar, AJ Woodson.
What up?
How you doing, AJ?
I'm good. Just do it right.
The reason I'm going to go to AJ is because this is AJ's last episode in Studio 604.
It's not true. Not ever. Not ever.
Sorry. I missed that. Just in this studio. We're going to be moving studios over the weekend, and you're going to be in Disneyland.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Disneyland taking the baby girl Sunday and Monday.
Okay. Do not tell my daughters because they've been asking me lately. Can't afford it.
She's at the age now where she knows. Like bedtime the other night, she's like, "Go Disneyland? Go Disneyland?" Like, not yet. Almost.
I do that to my parents sometimes.
How you doing, Gabe?
Good, great. Happy SAJ first. Been checking on your little brother.
You know what's weird? I'm your guys. I've never heard you call Gabe.
Yeah, that was weird.
Even though he's technically your little brother, it's weird. It's weird.
My little baby bro over there. That's weird.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
All right, on today's
We're
episode.
brothers.
Week 18 prediction. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the channel.
Hi.
Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, thanks for joining the audio version of the podcast. Like, subscribe, leave a review. All right, guys. I got a new segment. I got something new to give to you guys. Ready? On Friday, we're gonna start doing, if it works out, Straight Facts Friday.
Straight Facts Friday.
That's straight facts.
See, we tried to orchestrate something with Gabe, and you totally botched it, Gabe.
Listen, you said
totally
Snoop Dogg.
botched it.
I don't have a Snoop Dogg voice.
I said, Gabe, as soon as I say Straight Facts Friday, I want you to go, Straight Facts, homie.
Why you didn't ask me?
I should have. You're right.
Well, we weren't trying to
start over.
We'll do it
stereotype.
one more time. Let's go. Keep going.
We're trying to stereotype you, AJ.
Yeah, it was true.
Just go ahead and stereotype it. Go.
Usually
Let's
on Fridays.
go. You already know I can do it.
All right, here we go. 3. Wait, it's like this is like a real redo?
No, we're
this is
keeping
live.
this.
This is live.
All right. On Friday, we're going to get to a new segment called Straight Facts Friday.
Straight facts, homie.
Yeah, you're right. I should have gone with you. You sure? You know what? I should have known that when I told Gabe, like, because he was like testing out a couple characters, and I was like, "Yeah, just do Snoop Dogg." And he's like 90 Snoop Dogg, or
I was like,
you know what? I should have gone with AJ.
You want Death Row Snoop Dogg or?
All right, I got a couple
Snoop
facts
Lion?
for you guys. Last week, Bo Nix uncorked an incredible pass that we all marveled at. Did you know Bo Nix's 51-yard touchdown to Marvin Mims was the longest completion in air yards in the entire season this year in the NFL? It was 67 yards in the air. The second longest completion in air yards since the NFL started recording 2016. I don't know why it's 2016 when they started recording that.
Gosh, man, Rodgers had so many before then.
Bo Nix, though, the guy who, he has the close to the line of scrimmage accuracy. Uncorked at 67 yards.
Well, through the season, he's shown he can play down the field. But yeah, it was incredible for us.
I will say this, it was beautiful to watch.
and then Marvin surprising us.
And then I didn't know Marvin Mims had that in him because Sean Payton doesn't let him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great play.
Yeah, nice.
Did you know Lamar Jackson's MVP caliber season that we're in the midst of, he has thrown 442 passes. Only 4 have been intercepted. Imagine throwing 442 passes in the NFL and only 4 being picked off.
And if I'm not mistaken, some of those interceptions are like tipped passes,
Probably,
or
'cause
ripped
his
out of
receivers
his
are
receiver.
awful.
I think 3 of them are not like straight up. He passed it to a defender.
How many passes do you think you get off in the NFL before it's intercepted?
0.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this the other day. I think the better question is how many yards can you rush
Well, I'll just do bubble.
No, that's just a different question.
before you walk away.
I would just do bubble screens.
No, I've had real stress dreams about playing quarterback in the NFL. No thanks.
I probably couldn't get
Can
off.
someone answer my question?
Past 10 yards,
0.
probably
Zero?
0 to
You think
1.
you complete one pass in the NFL?
Like a very quick out, like quick. Yeah.
Like to the running back.
Like the tight end.
The motion.
jet sweep.
Oh, yeah. Bam. I probably messed that up.
How fast is the snap coming? I don't know.
I'll get nervous when I see the guy running. Oh shit!
Slow down.
Stop so fast. Yo, go chill.
I got one more for us. The Jets this year have had more kickers, that is 5, than they had wins, that is 4. Man, the Jets just had a terrible season.
You know the Jets lead the league in drop passes. So let's just. That's
Wait.
The Jets lead.
They've had more kickers.
More kickers
than wins.
Oh. First of all, what are you doing with 5 kickers?
Yeah.
They've been hurt. They've been snake bit.
That problem does occur a lot. The Packers have been through 3 this year.
Yeah, but they have more than 4 wins. You know what I'm saying?
No, right, but I'm saying having multiple kickers in 1 year.
I think
that is a thing.
The Chiefs have had 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Kickers are getting hurt nowadays.
That's just a crazy
5
stat.
is a lot, though. 5 is kind of much.
Bunch of pussies. You're just kicking the ball, bro.
all right. Next question. How
All right,
many
let's go to the
yards do you
news.
think you
Sorry.
can kick? How many attempts do you think before you could kick a field goal?
Ooh.
Oh, 0.
No way.
I would just.
I would be so nervous.
Oh my god.
All right, more likely to complete 1 pass for however long you want to complete it to, or kick an extra point.
Well, the extra points are far now, so
Yeah, it's like 40 yards.
40 yards.
it's like 31 yards, right? Something like that.
That's about 31 yards too far for me.
Right, they're both hard. That's kind of the point.
I'd do a pass.
I think I could complete a pass.
It's not very. Let's not look very good, and we have an incredible wideout out
Just
there.
throw it as hard as I possibly
You know what
can.
scares the crap out of me is if you're kicking the extra point and you're seeing them just collapse in the corner, be like, I gotta make this.
Oh my God.
No way. Like that's not gonna happen.
And let's get to the news. All right, let's get into the news. To get it started, I got one picture. It's not even a story. I just got a picture.
God.
Starting for the Kansas City Chiefs,
We're gonna see it.
my boy, the Red Rocket. No, he's not the Red Rocket now. No. He's the
What
is
is
he?
he? I don't think he ever had a nickname.
not really.
No.
Really? Not even in the.
They had a terrible name for him, Philly, when he first got drafted.
What was it?
Can't miss Carson.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I hated
Yeah.
that. And like,
Man,
that's
that-
really all we got.
That was a cool era of Carson Wentz, though. That was when I believed it.
He was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great.
That's
That,
cool.
That's Super Bowl.
And then the
game.
LA Rams game that changed
Oh,
everything.
I'll never forget. Man.
Yep.
Freaking dope.
He
But
like
that was just
dove
him.
in the end zone. Yeah. I do remember
He went
that.
out doing him, and then
Yeah.
now we've dealt with this.
He's like the biggest what if.
You know, it's funny. You still haven't said his name yet.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz started for the Chiefs this week. I'm so pumped. I can't wait to see him play.
Remember
I
when
don't know
he-
why I love Carson Wentz so much.
Remember when he rolled both ankles when he played for the Colts?
Both on the same play. How do you even do that?
Damn, bro, relax.
chill, man. How do you do that?
You gotta be both ankles.
His brand of football is just so awesome.
He was like Josh Allen, but his body couldn't hold up.
Yeah.
He was crazy, man. He was a wild man.
This is the guy that Vince McMahon was looking for when he started the XFL. Like this, if you had a Carson Wentz as your Josh Allen, that would have made it.
Was it last week, everybody, or 2 weeks ago, they had that picture of Joe Burrow horizontal to the ground completing that pass?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz did that first. I remember he did. I think it was against the Seattle
Patrick Mahomes
Seahawks.
perfected it though.
No, please stop.
It's kind of crazy. Like, what happened? Like, how do you drop off that bad?
You know what? That was kind of a thing back then because Todd Gurley. It was the same exact thing with him.
I mean, he's a running back,
Yeah, that's a
but,
running back.
but I agree.
As a quarterback.
Well, no, we were just talking
It's
about
just one
how
of-
Wentz's game was kind of sporadic in the same exact way too. So if he was just a quarterback that stood in the pocket, you may have a point there.
Yeah, but like, he was not just like he could stay in the pocket.
It was also circumstances because when he got hurt, they won the championship with Nick Foles, and then it's like, how do I follow up Nick Foles'?
What do you mean?
That does,
So you think
yeah.
it's
There's
a
something kind
mental
of
thing?
bittersweet
that
about
must have
that.
been
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
I can never do what Nick Foles did. Nick Foles, big dick.
You think
man.
he's still dealing with that?
Yeah, probably, dude.
I mean, he has to.
Either
Like,
but-
that was going to be his MVP
Also, isn't
season.
he like a douche or something?
Carson Wentz?
I've heard so many different things.
Yeah, there's so many stuff
There's
about
a- there's
Carson
a-
Wentz.
I think he has a little Russell Wilson in him.
Yeah.
I've always been in the mindset like this. That's probably the nicest guy in the
No,
world.
That's
he
what I'm
has-
saying.
That's what he's saying, yeah.
There's probably guys who are like, dude, Russell's the best team it ever had. And there's definitely guys we've heard like, dude, Russell, I can't
Like, I
stand
can't connect with him in the locker room.
I think it's Carson. I did not mean to spend so much time talking about Carson, but here we are. All right, let's move
I'm
on.
excited to watch him play.
Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury expected to interview for the Bears job. This Bear job is going to be hot, and it's going to be sought after. Whatever you think of Caleb Williams, I mean, this is the guy who coached him in college, so maybe this is the right fit. Cliff Kingsbury will be as well, and another interesting story. We'll kind of loop these together. It might be interesting for the Bears job. One, Mike McCarthy. If you hire Mike McCarthy, so help me God. So help me God.
I don't know what to do.
Man.
I mean, do you like either of these guys to the Bears?
No.
We know Angel doesn't
Kingsbury
like
a
cool
whole
guy
lot more
Cliff.
than Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, no, but that is true though. I'd rather see cool guy Cliff rather than Mike McCarthy.
How can Mike? Yeah, and then you have to go to Green Bay where you have a street named after you, Mike. Don't do that. Don't do that.
His street name?
He won a Super Bowl. You get a street named after you if you win a Super Bowl.
Man,
Coach.
man, you guys are bored
I
over there.
forgot he was a Packers coach, of course.
He won a Super Bowl with us.
Jeez.
McCarthy Lane.
Imagine him being a Bear and having to go to Green Bay at least once a year. He'll get booed so quick.
Yeah, so it can't be McCarthy.
Totally a bear.
It can't be McCarthy.
It cannot
no.
be McCarthy. It might be Kingsbury.
He looks like a bear. He looks like the bear from Toy Story 3.
He's totally a bear.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But Kingsbury, no, we're not having it.
I like that.
I like it
I like
too.
that a lot. Yeah, I think
College-
I think the chemistry. Since you said he coached him in college, I think that's great.
But he was
cool for-
wasn't he ass in college when Cliff Kingsbury coached him?
He was he? I think he was just the offensive coordinator, but they wouldn't have a good offense. So I
Yeah,
guess.
they'd have a good offense.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's doing a great job with Jane Daniels. So I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to like what is his work and what is not.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. All right, let's move on. The Pro Bowl selections were announced this week, and what is often the conversation around these is not who made it, but who did not make it. So let's take a look at some Pro Bowl snubs. I got a list here. Christian Gonzalez of the Patriots, comeback, strong season for the Patriots there.
Great corner.
Baker Mayfield, I think the second leading passer, third leading passer in the NFL. 39 touchdowns. Like he's
It's what he needs, though.
an
He needs this right now
incredible
before
year.
the playoffs.
Kirby Joseph, the leading
I
interceptor.
think 9 or 10 or
Yeah.
he's crazy.
Quinyon Mitchell, I'll say Quinyon Mitchell does not belong on this list.
No.
He's not a Pro Bowl guy. There's another list. AJ, go to the next slide. Also on that list, Bijan Robinson, Brian Thomas Jr., Zach Tom. I thought that was cool to see Zach Tom in here.
Tom's a very good right tackle.
I like it though. I like
I know, but you never see like good names on this list, like stars. And Zach Tom,
He's a star.
the guy with two first names. Which guy's the biggest snub, you think?
it. Zach Tom.
Bijan Robinson.
Totally.
It's Bijan.
Brian
Is it
Thomas
Bijan?
Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. is a
I
good
think
one,
Bake.
too.
Baker's he's having an MVP type.
And Kirby Joseph's very. I know he's a kind of a dirty player. He's marked as it, but he's a great
He
safety.
really is.
He's a very good safety. That's just a snub.
Honestly, you got to look at who's on the list ahead of them. Maybe not Bijan. It's Saquon, Jameer Gibbs, and Josh Jacobs. They phenomenal seasons.
I
for
was
all
having the
three.
same thought with Brian Thomas Jr. Like, okay. Although, have you seen the AFC wide
Didn't
receivers
Jerry-
versus the NFC?
Didn't Jerry Judy make the Pro Bowl?
Yes, he did.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
The AFC wide receivers, there's like JaMar Chase, and the rest is just like,
I'll pull it up.
that's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the NFC, you have Just Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
CD Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb. I don't even think A.J. Brown even made it.
No.
Wow.
CeeDee Lamb made the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, he was like the second or third leader.
Why
in
are we
yards.
doing this? This is why Pro Bowl doesn't mean
He
anything.
had a great year. That's not the guy you can be mad at.
No, but like he was out most of the year. There's some guys who played the whole year who had a good season.
CD Lamb didn't. I mean, just missed the end, right?
Yeah, he didn't miss
He
too
played.
much of it.
Oh, I don't know why I
It
thought he missed a
seems
lot
like
of
he was
it.
out because Dak, because there was no Dak.
Oh, yeah.
And the Cowboys were just like,
And they were just
It was
bad.
near
Yeah,
unwatchable.
he wasn't really a factor.
Well, the storyline was Jerry Jones this year, so
right. Well, he did
Yeah.
he's the only guy.
should-
He's
you
the only guy
totally
good.
missed the whole Lamb year because of that.
Teams with no Pro Bowlers, the New York Jets.
We all laugh. Let's try to pick a Pro Bowler on each.
Give me one guy who you could sneak into the Pro Bowl from the Jets. Aaron Rodgers?
Nobody from the offense.
Brees? No.
Brees Hall didn't have a good year.
Morning.
Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams were fine, but they took turns being fine.
Right.
Man.
Fine when you hitting on him. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I don't know.
Do the cricket one.
Oh yes.
It has to be on defense, right?
No, they sucked.
Well, if you just look at their season when Salah was
Aaron
okay,
Rodgers could probably be an
Quentin Williams, just because he's, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner was not good.
Yeah, he had a great year. You know what a good year is?
See,
DJ Reed had
You
a
see
good
what he
year.
said though? He's like, I'm out of here. Like I'm free agency, bro.
DJ
I'm
Reed's
so done
gonna
with this.
DJ Reed's gonna leave. He's gonna get paid.
Yeah, for sure.
incredible.
And he deserves it.
Yeah.
Anyone from the New Orleans Saints? Also, no Pro Bowlers there.
Probably Alvin Kamara.
How about Alvin Kamara?
Yeah.
But again, those
Kamara.
running backs in the NFC.
But if you have to sneak one, then that's
Yeah,
Kamara.
yeah, that's the one.
No, God knows there's nobody else on that team.
The Miami Dolphins.
I want to put two in there.
A-Chain, right?
A-Chain,
Oh,
great.
Was he
A-Chain,
hurt a lot
No, he
in
just
the beginning of the year?
he missed 3 games.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who are the
so-
backs in front of him in the AFC?
I'll get that one. It's Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor.
Joe Mixon?
Joe Mixon.
Jonathan Taylor
I
had
feel like
3
A-Chain
good
probably
weeks.
better than
Jonathan Taylor
Yeah, that's
missed
true. That's
4
true.
or 5
Jonathan
games.
Taylor
I would take Achan over Taylor.
Yeah, there you
for
go.
sure.
All right, boom. I think we nailed that one. The Tennessee Titans.
Put my boy Levis in, baby.
No.
There's literally, I couldn't
no
think of anyone
idea.
from
There's
the
no-
Jeffrey Simmons he's been a dog. He's been underrated his entire career. He had a good year this year too. Simmons,
I can't think of a single person.
Snead if he was healthy. Snead had a great year there too.
Yeah.
But those aren't like sexy names. Offensively, it would just literally just be maybe
Did they have a good lineman?
No.
Yeah, there's a reason these teams had no.
What are you going to do?
Zay Flowers was the first Ravens wide receiver ever to be voted in Pro Bowl. Isn't that crazy? The Ravens have never had a wide receiver.
Anquan Boldin?
Anquan Boldin. Yeah. Didn't they have Steve Smith?
Yeah.
These guys were never Pro Bowlers.
How
Zay
is
Flowers.
Anquan? I'm looking up his numbers right
That was
now.
the first name that came to me, Anquan Boldin.
I mean, Peter Schrager. So if this is wrong, it's on Peter Schrager. But am I reading it right?
Zay
Zay Flowers is the first Ravens wide receiver to be ever voted to the Pro Bowl. I mean,
Zay Flowers, okay. Well, I don't know his number.
I'm looking up his career numbers.
he had a good
right
year.
now.
I think he had 1,000 years.
Wait,
1,000
what was
yards
his
this year.
what was his career?
Who are you looking at? Anquan Boldin?
Yeah, I'm looking at his career numbers right now.
Well, his best years were.
It's not loading up his game numbers right now.
His
but
best years were in Arizona. Weren't
Yeah, they weren't.
I thought they were with the Ravens.
No, Ravens was
No, that's
when
the
he was
end
older.
of his career.
Yeah, that's what the Ravens.
I was thinking Steve Smith, right?
Well, maybe it's the same with Steve. With Steve
He was
Smith
older
then.
there, too.
He was older.
What was that guy?
you're
Mason.
right. He was a Panther.
Was it Mason there for a long time? Remember that number 85?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand this fact.
Yeah.
Any good receivers that went there were like older.
Old.
Yeah. Well.
Interesting.
Any more?
Zay Flowers with he had 1047 and 4 touchdowns.
Did you guys see the video of them telling Derrick Henry he made the Pro Bowl?
Oh, no.
He was like, "Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks."
Thanks.
Zay Flowers was like almost in tears.
That's what I saw, yeah.
It just really matters to some people.
Anquan
All right.
Boldin didn't have a 1,000-yard season when he played with
He's
them.
more
So-
of
He's a Cardinal
tone
legend.
setter too when he was there.
He was fun.
Yeah, he was just crazy.
Who was he teamed up with? Remember back in the day was him and
Fitz, no?
Fitzgerald, Arizona Cardinals? Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
that was
Devastating.
Absolutely crazy.
Aaron Rodgers on his future with the Jets. Or otherwise.
Give it to me, baby.
I need a break mentally. I don't want to make a decision until I've been able to rest mentally and physically. I just need a break to refresh, put my feet in the sand, and see where I'm at after that. March is free agency. I don't think we're going to get that far because there's going to be a regime change here in GM. Then I'll either have to get a call or have a conversation and go from there.
Here we go
Put his
again.
feet in the sand. He's got to connect with the earth.
Here we go again. Another season of I don't know if I'm gonna play. I don't know.
I said this when he went to the Jets. I told you this. I said he's going to go to the Jets, and I mark my words. 2 seasons off seasons from now, we're going to be on Aaron Rodgers' watch.
Yeah.
He's going to say, I don't know.
I think the new GM needs to operate as if he's not there because that's what I would do.
I think you have to. I mean,
Yeah.
your job's going
Like
to be tied
I
to it.
really don't care, Aaron, if you come back or not. I'm gonna drop the quarterback and like in the first round.
I don't think he's coming back to the Jets. I think they're going to turn the page. I think Woody Johnson's ready to. I think that whole organization's, ready to turn the page. Not
There
only
was a
Aaron
report
Rodgers.
I saw with the relationship between him and Woody Johnson was I think it was something like
I
irreparable.
don't know what to
or
believe
something.
out of New York anymore because you hear all these stories how they all hate each other, and then
honestly,
but
there's-
they talk and they're like, no, we're
There's
cool.
too many leaks there too. It's probably impossible to play. Like Aaron is Aaron.
That's a good point.
But it's so toxic over there with the Jets. You hear everything.
Yeah.
Some stuff like this should not be coming out. Like this should not be out for the.
That was
media.
one of the things that they talked about. Like, you can't go from Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the media is like this big, and go to New York and think you're not going to get crapped on.
Yeah.
It's just such a poorly run organization too. Did you see the story of Woody Johnson's teenage son coming in the huddle and giving out a game ball? Just because he's the owner's son and he that's what he thought he could do.
He's a lot more Jerry Jones than we give him credit for.
Let's move on. I think it's enough Aaron Rodgers. This is a big one here. Packers star cornerback Jaire Alexander, who's on deal with a PCL tear and hasn't practiced or played since November 17th, is likely out of this for the season per Matt LaFleur, set for surgery. So no Jaire Alexander at the end of the season, obviously, and then into the playoffs. If they hadn't been playing with him for so long anyway, I'd like this would be a bigger deal to me. But I mean, CB1 being out, and you're not really prepared to, like, what is Nixon the number 2 now, Gabe?
Yeah. And he's not even a true number.
Another team that should operate next year as if he's not going to. Jaire won't be there.
Fully agree.
Do you think he'll be back? You think he'll be a Packer next year?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so
I think these
They
are
almost cut him last year.
yeah, these are the kind of moves where the Packers organization, they're too, and I'll say it because this is how they operate. They're
And as
too
an owner,
they're too mature
you're too
to
mature.
deal with this kind of crap.
Yeah, you're too mature because you are an owner.
I'm too mature, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a letter.
Get the hell out of here, Jaire.
It's like I don't want you back.
Yeah, I mean, going into the NFC playoffs with A.J. Brown's looming and Cooper Kupp's looming and Mike
Amon-Ra
Evans.
St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Terry McLaurin.
And you have a punt returner who has made himself into a very respectable defensive back.
But that's not his
Keyshawn
job.
Nixon.
Yeah.
Who's your other corner?
Stokes.
Oh, really? Stokes.
Then we have
Valentine and
we have some of the
Stokey.
rookies. Yeah, Valentine, those guys, but
Stokey will
just Stokes never panned
The
out.
cornerback room was built around Jaire Alexander.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Because after that, you used to play matchups. You play Stokes on the bigger wideout, and
He's literally been given everything since he's been with the Packers. He's been given. You're the number one guy. Joey just said it. We're going to build around you.
man, I tell you what. Remember that game he shut down Justin Jefferson? God, what a.
You know what sucks? You want to know something crazy? He hasn't played against them since that game
Yeah, that sucks.
because he's just either been hurt
The
or
ultimate,
he's
like
out.
the one guy you're scared of, like, oh yeah, he shut him down for that one game.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And Darius
And, like-
Slay shut him down.
Yep.
A couple times.
No, don't
yes,
compare.
yes.
Don't
No,
compare.
he's had.
comparing.
Oh.
We're not
Darius-
comparing.
Gabe.
That's Darius Slay.
Jaire Alexander shut him down.
Okay, but I'm honestly telling you, like he's had those kind of games against
Slayton's having
Against
Jefferson
Slay.
as well.
Slay's having a good year. I didn't know who was.
Slay's turned into like an underrated quarterback.
You know what's crazy? He's aging pretty gracefully. He's
is,
older.
yeah.
He's older now.
I wanted him out of town last offseason.
Yeah, we both did.
Stick around, buddy. Like what are you doing? Speaking of the future Super Bowl champs, the Eagles plan to rest key starters Sunday versus New York. That includes, of course, Saquon Barkley. Saquon set to finish his first year in Philly, 100 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record, 2105. So, first get out of the way, first season in Philly, a rousing success.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Saquon
It was
Barkley.
all right. It was all right.
But the question here is, how do you feel about the Eagles not giving Saquon the opportunity to break Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record?
I would just gone
I feel
for
like that
it.
question is more for you.
I would just
Well, I'm the
gone-
host, so I kind of threw it.
Yeah, I would have just. It just gives like I refuse to answer. So you answer.
Yeah, I don't want to answer until I hear
I
from
will.
you.
I'm just.
I think they should let him go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're this close to just be. You know how much times we've referenced Eric Dickerson's record for like in the last 20 years?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's close to the record. Break it. Remember when Kevin Johnson was close to break, or did he break Jerry Rice's record? Remember that one year where that's all we talked about? That's all I remember from Kevin Johnson. Like this could have been like one of the stamps beside. I mean, if he went to the Super Bowl, that'd be the biggest stamp. But like for his Hall of Fame resume, leading broke the record for most yards in one season. They should let him do it, man.
It's one of those things where it's like most things are like, no, put the team first. This is one of those records. It's like, this might be up there with that.
Yeah, Mike.
with
This
the
is
Super
like
Bowl.
you're touching. Like this is like as high.
Like
as
how many
go.
Super Bowls did Eric Dickerson win?
I have zero idea.
So that's an interesting point. It was brought up like I don't think any of the top 5 rushers ever won a Super Bowl. Running backs aren't known. Like, yes, there's something more important, but running backs aren't known for their Super Bowls. Running backs are known for what it says on paper,
individual
what they
stats.
do.
Emmitt Smith.
Individual stats.
Like
Yep.
all-time leading record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Walter Payton.
yeah, exactly. Like, so, in all this time later, we've talked about Eric Dickerson all year long. None of us have any idea what his career accolades are, except that he's the
know.
single-season rushing leader.
Yeah, that's what I said. That this would have been.
That being said, this is absolutely the right call.
This is why you should have played him a little bit more last week.
Yeah, I
This
think you
is
should have
why.
played
If
him
you
last
would have
week.
got him closer, like 50 or 60
Also,
yards, then you could have.
That would have also canceled out. You have one more game. If you did it last week, like we did in the same games that
Right.
you did, bitch.
Yeah, I think, and AJ, I'll let you go because you're the other Eagle fan here, but I think they should have let them go for it last week. They had the whole fourth quarter left and part of the third quarter to get 100 yards. And honestly, the way he was going that day, he was up to like 160-something already.
Yeah.
Like he could have gotten it.
200.
But, I think it's the right thing to sit him. As an Eagle fan, Saquon, I hurt for you, but I want a Super Bowl more than I want to have Saquon break the record.
Yeah.
AJ, do you feel the same way?
I feel exactly the same way. I want a Super Bowl so bad, especially after that heartbreak 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This would have been super cool, but exactly like you said, everybody's, he did it in one more game. Yeah, but he also did it in less carries.
Right.
So I hate that argument that, if he would have done it, he would have done it in one more game. He was, I think as of right now, he's like something like 37 or 38 carries less than Eric Dickerson. So, I mean, he absolutely could have done it in less carries. But I want the Super Bowl.
Yeah, same. Gabe, do you think it's a mistake?
You could have both.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's the thing. You could have both.
You could have both.
You got to sit. You got to sit the guy. If something were to happen, God forbid
here's-
something were to happen.
here's what happens.
That would be absolutely devastating.
If you play Saquon, you got to play the whole starting line.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
What's
a good
going to
point.
happen to them? And that's
That's
Probably
a
have
good
to
point.
play your receivers too, because you can't. I mean, if you're not going to
Yeah.
play the receivers, like, well, we know where the ball's going.
yeah, it's going to run the ball. Well,
Especially if Hurts isn't going to pass
Passing
it.
to Britton Covey.
I don't think the Giants would. I don't think it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
We should talk about something else too, because we're not going to talk about the Eagles today because they're not playing a consequential game. Jalen Hurts is still in concussion protocol.
Is he?
I think
probably just
Did this
resting
just go
I
over
think
my head? I
that's-
never knew it was
He's
this big
still
of a deal.
progressing through protocol.
so.
Yeah.
I think that's just their way of keeping him on the injury report for rest rather than taking him off the report for concussion.
That's why I think it
and
is.
then putting him on rest. He's already on the report for concussion protocol. We're just gonna keep him. We're just gonna keep him on the report for that. I wasn't worried at all.
I'm super worried.
I'm super worried.
No, I'm not worried.
I'm not worried about Kenny Pickett.
He's
Tanner McKee, baby. But I mean, I guess no. Honestly, if we go into the playoffs, I probably should be worried about Kenny Pickett because I'm worried about Jalen Hurts.
I'm not worried about him at all.
Like he's still in protocol. That to me, it's like I don't know, and they're being very like he.
To me, that was a smoke screen. That's
really?
just a smoke screen
I
for
hope
rest.
so.
Yep.
The Eagles aren't really smoke screeny though.
But I mean, I'm saying like why put the injury designation as a rest when he already has an injury designation? And when concussions are such a there is no.
Wait, say that again.
Yeah, you guys say
Why change his injury designation to rest on the injury report when he's already got an injury designation for concussion? Just leave it on the report. And concussions is already that type of, you don't know if it's a 1 week, you don't know if it's a 2 week, like it's concussion.
I think it's the fact that it's concussion
fugazi.
is why they have to be precise about
luckily enough they have a week off because they're not playing this week, so that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'd be more worried if our starters were playing and he wasn't, and he's still. But if we're resting everybody, it's just.
I'll tell you what. If
resting.
Monday's practice report comes and he's in concussion protocol still,
then
I am
yeah.
gonna piss my pants.
Then yeah.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Kenny Pickett starting a playoff game.
If he's healthy, it could be Tanner freaking McKee.
Saquon.
And who are we playing?
Most likely
Could
the
be the
Packers now.
Packers.
Most likely the Packers now.
Wow. Who do the Packers have this week?
Chicago.
And the Commanders. Oh, they don't have the tiebreaker over the Commanders?
I don't know what the scenario is.
I
I
just
just know the
percentages.
highest percentage is against. It's like a 61% chance we're going
Yeah,
to play.
I think that's right on the money. Yeah, so I think it's either Packers or Commanders.
Wow.
There's a slight possibility that it could be the Lions. Even I'm thinking.
No,
No, not the Lions. Who's the one I didn't want to see? And there was a slight.
No, it's either the Packers. It's literally either the Packers or Commanders.
Oh, really? That's it?
Lions or Minnesota are going to play Tampa Bay.
Okay. I'm good without seeing Tampa Bay.
How would that storyline be if you play against the Commanders, where it's like, well, what if you don't have Hurts?
Like last time you had Hurts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
That's true.
That storyline would be wild.
That's true. Maybe that's another reason why they're holding back Saquon. It's like, listen, we don't know what's going on, Jalen.
Yeah,
Can't
that's a great
possibly
point.
go into a playoff game without Jalen and Saquon.
Jalen can't see straight right now. We have to make sure that we're
Yeah.
ready. He's a headache.
I must have missed that. I must have missed how dramatic these. I guess I'm just old school like that. Because back in the day,
You're pretty old school.
Because back in the day when players got one, it was almost like guarantee you'll see him the next week.
Yeah. Well,
2 or 3 days in
the Bills are still old school. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's head's bouncing off the floor.
He goes to the locker room to the blue tent, and he doesn't even miss a quarter. He's like jogs back on the field. All right, that's the news. I'll take a quick break. When we get back, we'll get into Week 18 predictions. Be right back.
Hi, this is Linda Cohn, and you're listening to the award-winning, I think they've won a few awards, Benched NFL Podcast.
All right, we're back with Week 18 predictions. Let's jump into it. Starting on AFC North Saturday, bright and early, not in the morning, I guess, 1:30 in the afternoon on West Coast here. The Browns and the Ravens. This game matters only if the Steelers win, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep.
If the Ravens just win, it's just outright their division.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
Ravens
win.
are
They win
11
the
and
division.
5. Steelers
They should have
are
put the
10
other
and
game
6.
first.
Yeah, they should have, right?
Yeah.
That way we can, because
So
the
if
other
the Steelers
game is
win-
Steelers Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals obviously they need to win and need everyone else to lose.
Yeah.
The Chargers Broncos.
No, just the
No,
Broncos.
it's
and
no,
Dolphins.
just
it's just the it's just the
Charger out.
Broncos.
Chargers
No,
are
it's one of the two.
No, the Chargers are up.
Chargers
it's
are locked in.
Broncos and
It's Broncos and another team.
Dolphins.
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 Yeah. So Bengals absolutely need to win. Steelers have a shot at the division still.
Yeah.
If the Ravens lose. So yeah, they should have done this game first.
Yeah, so
That way the Ravens could have rested
The
players if they had to.
Steelers win. The stakes are much higher for this.
Come on, NFL.
Well, the Broncos could rest if they have to as well. No, it'd be too late.
No, we need to win. We need to win.
Oh, I forgot about Dolphins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Broncos
Broncos
need
can't
to
rest
win.
anyone.
We can't.
Forgot about the Dolphins.
It's win.
We can rest as shit.
You're
playing.
There's no reason.
You're playing, Bo.
Is there any incentives that need to be reached here by players?
Yeah, Kyle Van Noy, if he gets another half sack, gets $250K.
Go Van Noy.
So,
Boy Kyle.
and then, Justice Hill's already listed out, but if he had 8 catches, he would have gotten another $250K.
You see that report that Russell Wilson wants $30 million a year?
I'm sorry, what?
He probably
Russell Wilson.
he'd get that. I believe he'll get the
You would pay Russell Wilson $30 million a year?
I wouldn't.
Do you think the Steelers would pay Russell Wilson $30 million?
I think Steelers
Or do you think any other franchise would?
To be fair, that's about average.
A one year 30? I think a team would do that.
You
No,
think he's taking
I'm
a 1
sure he
year?
doesn't want a 1 year.
Yeah, he's not taking a 1
I
year.
think teams are offering him 1 year. I think he's
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. He's 36 years old. I'm not.
You'll
giving
pay him $30 million for 1 year.
Yeah,
As a-
say
as a
you're
bridge
like
quarterback?
the Raiders and you don't have a good draft pick and you're just like we seen
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Raiders.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, like he's a bridge guy.
I'm trying what the other options are. I guess you can
New England.
if
New England what?
you're cooking Fields just for next year, maybe you just go with Fields. He'll get a super cheap deal.
Fields get like $6 million deal.
Yeah.
People hate him. I don't know why. They hate just.
But they
Bears hate him.
I think it's fair to say now they're literally just as good with Fields as they were with Russell Wilson.
They're the same.
The offense was different.
Yeah,
but
it's different.
It wasn't any better.
Yeah. It's $30 million.
I think the way they played with Fields, they have a better chance of winning a playoff game.
I was gonna say. I mean, it gave him something elite. Like the Pickens Russell Wilson thing was elite.
Yeah.
But we saw teams take that away.
And Pickens has been hurt too.
Yeah,
so
Pickens
we haven't
been hurt.
seen it.
He's also a psychopath. He's also the weirdest dude in the NFL.
He is something else. Yeah.
He's I don't know why he reminds me of Tyler Creator. Every time I see him like with his antics, I'm like, you're just goofy, bro. You're just straight
weird
goofy.
cat.
It's that generation.
So are we calling the Browns Ravens game?
Yeah, let's. Well, I mean,
It's gonna be
Ravens are gonna win.
Yeah.
Right,
Ravens are
DTR.
gonna win,
What?
No, it's isn't it? What's his name?
Oh, it's Bailey Zappi.
It's Bailey Zappi.
Oh, yeah.
Zappy.
Did you see the what's the Baltimore minus 20. Baltimore minus 20. I was reading that they had a winless season, right, in a recent history.
Yeah, Vegas is.
They didn't have a single line that bad.
Yeah.
They are like minus 20 is. I've never seen them. I've never seen them in my lifetime.
Shout out to the Browns.
How'd this team win 3 games?
Jameis Winston,
Wait,
baby.
didn't they beat Baltimore?
No, then one was
Yeah.
against was against Pittsburgh.
That was the snow game.
That's
Wild.
That's a
It
division.
is going to be 32 degrees, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little chilly.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 22 degrees in Pittsburgh when the Steelers play the Bengals. This is going to be awesome.
Come
I hope
on,
the-
Joe.
I hope the Ravens lose so we get the best of the Steelers.
Yeah.
But let's just say they're both playing for something here. Who do you got?
I'll take the hot team. I'll take Cincinnati.
I think so, too. I think Cincy's going to do it. I think Joe Burrow reaches 5,000 yards in this game.
And he gets no MVP votes or nothing.
It's wild, dude. This is his best year.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Honestly, I'll take
it. Honestly, I wouldn't give it to him.
watching them both play, both them being the Burrow and Lamar Jackson. I'd rather face Lamar Jackson. And the Eagles, I played both of them. I'd rather face Lamar Jackson every day. And I know he's an incredible talent and does so many things. Joe Burrow is like prime Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy.
Just dangerous. A dangerous, dangerous man. I'm going with the Bengals as well. Who do you guys got?
We've been riding with the Bengals this whole time. I'm not changing it.
Cincy, baby. I called this 3 weeks ago.
I wish they weren't up against the Broncos. Yeah. Like I wish they both could make it.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to
hate that the Broncos have to be like the sacrificial lamb.
I wish it was the Chargers.
Yeah.
Like,
there you go.
I'd rather the
I'd
Chargers
rather,
be the
I'd
one
rather
that-
see the Broncos in it with Knicks and all that than the Chargers.
Why does it feel like I'm gonna go to waters I don't belong in? Infinity Wars when they have to sacrifice my girl off the top of the mountain.
Black Widow.
Black
Gamora.
Widow.
Thank you. I don't know why this feels that way. Like,
I'm sorry, young one.
yeah, we gotta sacrifice.
Bo
the
Nix.
Bengals. So
hot
the
body, you
Broncos
know.
get in.
A little incentive here. If Mike Gesicki gets 3 receiving yards, he gets $125K.
Wow.
Go Gesicki.
He's had a great year, man.
Oh, he might get that. Yeah, he's playing very
3
well
yards,
now.
he's getting there, yeah.
3
Yeah,
yards.
for
That's
sure.
literally
He had
Lamar-
10 catches last week.
JaMar Chase on the year, 117 catches, 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 1-6.
He's on a heater. And yet they don't want to pay him.
You gotta pay him. Both his
what the
receivers
fuck
are
are you doing?
unpaid.
I don't understand this.
What a terrible.
They are
business plan.
so expensive now, too.
what- Oh my God.
Teams aren't for paying 2 outs, but this is like an elite. You don't see this ever. When you're like, this trio is phenomenal. Pay them all, everybody, and then figure out running back, figure out tight end because you don't really need a lot. Because
Chase
I mean,
Brown, you
they're
can get him
so-
for 3 more years.
No, I know, but like keep on draft tight ends and
They're
draft
so
running backs.
talented where you could do without certain pieces.
No,
So Trey Hendrickson is, I think, going to finish as the leading sack guy for the NFL this year. I would let Trey Hendrickson walk to keep JaMar Chase.
Absolutely.
Like I would.
And
They're,
he was
I
coming to
love
the
Trey
Packers.
Hendrickson. Go the Packers.
the one guy, Jermaine Burton,
Yeah.
he's not traveling with the team.
What's up?
This is his 2nd time this year, 3rd time that he
Like,
for
he's
disciplinary
scared to fly.
no for disciplinary reasons.
Oh,
He's
a
been
naughty boy.
he's been I don't know what's wrong with that kid.
Well, they have Mr. Sexy, Ishovesh, or whatever his name is.
Yoshivas.
Isavash.
Yoshivas.
It's a handsome man.
And then Mike Gesicki's been killing it. Gesicki's like
Yeah.
he's basically just a big wideout.
He's so. Yeah. We finally found his spot.
Honestly, bro,
They tried everyone at tight ends.
Yeah, he's not really a tight. He's a
receiver.
He's a receiver.
And they had who they have
Joe
before?
Burrow, he's usable. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I've loved to watch him play in recent weeks because he just fits.
He's
so
very
well
good.
in that
Yeah.
offense.
doing terrible gritties all over the field.
Yeah, his gritties are awesome.
He's kind of his thing.
He's very white. Just from watching him play.
That's a white dude.
You're very
Panthers, Falcons, any incentives here?
Packers.
Because we're damn sure not going to talk about the game.
Hold on 1 second.
Poor Falcons.
Bijan Robinson,
No,
quietly.
there's not a lot of incentives here. No.
Bijan Robinson, quietly. I'll point this out. Strong sophomore season. Not that anyone was worried, but it's just good to see him look the way that we all thought he would look.
Yeah.
12 touchdowns, almost 1,300 yards.
Yeah.
Really?
Strong year.
That's a great sophomore year.
Yeah, he's really had a really good
Guess
year.
what happens? Arthur Smith. We actually use the guys right.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty.
I think they found something in Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
That contract
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
a straight bargain now.
Yeah, and then obviously Pitts is whatever he is.
Well,
It's
you
just
know,
gone.
Chicago Bear leaves and becomes a star somewhere else.
Remember, I was harsh on Mooney, on them paying Mooney.
I think we all were.
Me especially. I was
Yeah.
not happy.
Who's the
with
other
it.
receiver they got from the
think it had
Cardinals?
They had Russell.
More.
Rondell Moore.
Rondell
More.
Moore.
Then
yeah.
I think towards the ACL.
Never
right?
worked out. So he'll
Hey,
be back next year,
nice.
though.
You know the Falcons are still alive though.
Yeah,
Falcons
yeah.
win the division.
Technically, but please don't make the playoffs.
That's one of those teams where it's like, that's one of those teams like, I don't want to watch a Falcon playoff game.
You want to watch big Penix energy?
No.
In the playoffs?
He's not that fun.
It's
He's not
funny-
as-
it's
he's
funny
not
too.
as fun as I thought he was.
It's also funny, too. We know nothing about him. So
It's not because he left. He's like, you're kind of like Tua.
Also, where's this incredible athleticism we heard so much
Yeah.
about? He had
Hey,
like
man.
2 rushes for 1 yard last week.
leave Tua's name out your mouth.
Tua.
He's proven how valuable he is when he's not with that team. I know we're not talking about that game, but leave Tua's name out your mouth.
All right, we talked too much about Falcons, Panthers. Commanders, Cowboys. Commanders are already in. Are they resting people? Oh no, they have a chance. No, they have a chance of nothing.
No, yeah, they're in, but they have a chance to either be the 6th or the 7th seed.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
That's
this is
weird, man.
actually the game where if they lose, then the chances for them playing the Eagles jumps up really high.
I think they want to. They want to win this game to play the Rams.
Who would rather play the first round, the Eagles or the Rams?
Rams.
Rams.
You don't want to play the Rams.
But I don't want to play the Rams if I'm the
Yeah, I was
Commanders.
going to say,
Well,
aren't the Rams a hot team
there's
right
a
now?
chance the Eagles are without Jalen Hurts. Maybe you want to play the Eagles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't want to play the Eagles.
Your
But I
boy.
think just for good mojo, you go and win this game.
Yeah.
You don't try to mess with the.
Yeah, don't mess with it. I like that.
Where you gonna say, Gabe? Or Angel?
Your boy Zach Ertz, incentive wise, is a big game for him. If he gets 9 plus catches, he gets $250K. If he gets 90 receiving yards, another $250K. If he gets 2 receiving touchdowns, another $250K. So
He has to have like a monster.
it's a monster game. But if he does,
11
he gets,
catches for 108
if he does,
yards
he
and
gets
2 touchdowns.
He gets $750,000.
Yeah, hit up my boy Ertz. His running mate here, Terry McLaurin, 74 catches, just over 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Are you disappointed in Terry McLaurin's year as the number 1 here?
Are you?
Are you?
Because I always thought, man, when he gets a quarterback and he's able to be the number 1 guy,
He's good.
I wouldn't think he's barely going to scrape over 1,000 yards.
Man, you hate the Commanders.
Why? No,
No. That's a good point. Barely. It seems like he's had a better year than that. I'm not disappointed in it, but it just seems like he's had more. Like,
I think his numbers are fine, and I think some of his touchdowns came in crucial parts of the game.
yes, I think he was very.
Oh, he's had some
impactful.
huge moments.
Yeah.
But like as the number 1, just over 1,000 yards, I always thought he would explode into
With
a
the rookie quarterback,
a
though?
1,400-yard guy. But I mean,
I think it's shocking too because there was so little other like big names, but you had like several Zach Ertz
Yeah.
weeks. You had several
Alameda
Alameda
Zaccheaus.
Zaccheaus, Noah Brown. Like you had several weeks where other guys were featured. Yeah, it's a little shocking. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, but it is a little shocking.
Does it do anything for you guys that they designated Austin Eckler to
yeah,
return?
I think
right?
it's I think
Another weapon.
Wasn't he balling out in the beginning?
Yeah,
I was going to say, he wasn't
like he was
bad.
never incredible, but it's another weapon.
And
like
they
you
need
said.
someone because, like we've been saying, Brad Robinson isn't like that guy. So if you get Austin Eckler in there, kind of
That's a
another
great
weapon.
duo. That's
Yeah,
a great,
yeah,
they do
yeah.
two different things
even that
very
defense-
well.
And that's going into the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of like, man, that's going to be tough.
So I'm not sure if he's playing this game, but in the playoffs, that's a nice guy to have, Austin Eckler. Yeah.
All right, so we on here the Bears and the Packers. Packers playing for anything?
Wait, did we pick that last game?
We're not picking the games that don't.
Oh, we're
matter,
not picking
right?
the got you. Okay.
I mean, we can. The Commanders.
Command.
Well, Packers are in the same boat as the Commanders here. They're both 11.
Anyone
and 5.
picking the Cowboys?
Oh, duh. They're playing. No, God, no.
No.
I think they might start Trey Lance.
Let's say still no Cooper Rush. Or-
Did they make? I don't think they made an announcement. I think. Jerry Jones said they're going to hold it close to the vest.
Thanks, Jerry.
for your 7-9 team.
I saw a tweet about it. Like, shout out to Jerry Jones, squeezing every
moron.
just squeezing every amount of drama out of the season as he possibly can.
Yeah, he's.
God.
He's a businessman, dude.
Bears, Packers. Bears mercifully going to be put to sleep for the Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Remember that scene in
Another Age of Ultron.
No,
I Am Legend.
No,
Those are great references, though.
Tom Hanks' War Movie. I'm blanking out.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, when he's stabbing the Jewish guy at the end.
Oh, dark.
Sorry.
So dark.
I was talking about when Will Smith killed the dog. That's pretty dark too.
You're talking about an actual scene, World War II.
It's fictional. Tom Hanks is not fighting World War II.
Packers, are they playing for you? I know for a fact.
That dude is a theater nerd. He's a
Wikipedia search will show you he was born in
Are the
60s.
Packers playing for anything?
No, it's just
or is it a seating thing?
It's
Or?
Commanders.
Seating, yeah.
Packers and Commanders are 11-5. They're both playing for that 6 or 7.
Just keep winning, buddy.
We are looking to beat the Bears 12 times in a row.
Good God.
I'm not even kidding you. If we win on Sunday, that's 12 times in a row.
Gosh,
Since 2018,
Chicago
Trump's
just
first
can't
term.
get out of their own way. Who was president when they
Trump. It was Trump's first term. He was in the middle of his first term.
Caleb Williams, rookie year, 3,393 yards, 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
He needs 607 yards to break the to be the first quarterback in Bears history for 4,000 yards.
He's still within. Well, he's not going to break it.
600 yards. It's crazy.
I will say this about him though, to his credit, it's been a nightmare there as far as the coaching and the front office, this and that. The fact that he has those types of numbers, pretty impressive. And the number of times he got hit this
19
year.
touchdowns isn't bad for a rookie season.
No, I mean,
What's even more impressive?
Yeah.
But
Said
let's
6 picks. Like
6 picks.
That's really.
But let's talk about where we were going into the season.
Yeah.
We're talking about this is the all-time best setup a rookie quarterback has ever had.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
but now we don't even. Well,
And now it's like,
I mean, if he had like 700 more yards, we'd be looking at that like 4,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 6 picks.
yeah. Is it tainted by the record then?
I think it's tainted because that's not bad.
4-12.
He could finish with 3,500. What 21 and 6 picks?
yeah, I think.
Yeah.
It might just be a thing too when you have a rookie quarterback. Not necessarily putting JaMar Chase on his team is going to help the guy. Like maybe it's not really so much the guys around him; it's him having to adapt his way.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs' first year with the Packers, just under
Slaughter.
just under 300 carries, just under 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns for Josh Jacobs. He's pretty good. Raiders. You see that?
Another example.
Every running back who left, their teams like
Yeah, crazy.
Titans lost Henry. He's doing big things. Obviously, the Giants, the Eagles one is played out. The Jacobs leading the Raiders. Yeah. There's another one too. I can't remember. Oh, Mixon.
Cincinnati. Yeah,
Mixon,
yeah.
Crazy.
Even though Chase Brown's pretty good.
Running backs are back, baby.
I like Chase Brown a lot.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Remember 2 years ago when they're just like, no one want to pay him.
Everyone's like,
Nobody's gonna have a starting running back.
GM was like, honest man, fuck running back.
That really was the direction.
Yeah.
It was literally news if one got drafted in the first round.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then they had that meeting, that little Zoom
Changes
call.
back.
Mixon got traded for a 7th round pick. That's insane.
Yeah.
I think what's so good about this movement too is like these guys, they're not veterans, but they're the older players. So it's showing you that the young guys
cool.
can do it. Yeah.
Texans, Titans. Will Levis is going to start again. Texans not playing. They have it, right? It's their division.
Yeah, yeah.
God, what a terrible division. There's not a Texans take. Just like this division is just
Let down.
they failed so many of our expectations.
Speaking of Joe Mixon, though, he needs 107 yards to get 250K.
That should be the only thing they worry about.
Get it,
Well,
Joe.
no, they should stay healthy. Like
Joe Mixon's so
need
important to that
everything.
team. Yeah. Joe Mixon is very important to that team.
Not trying to pile on CJ Stroud, but 19 touchdowns as well, but double the Caleb Williams interceptions at 12.
That's bad.
Just a super regret. Like, what the hell happened?
So that's a sophomore year slump.
You know what? This is like
About 200 more yards.
he's missed throws. He doesn't look great.
God, that's kind of mind blowing. Those numbers.
Yeah, he's not great.
Nico Collins though, stay healthy, buddy.
I'm
they did find something special with that guy.
Tell you what, man, that playoff game's gonna be rough. Gonna be a tough watch. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the
Because
Houston
it might be the Ravens, right?
be the Ravens.
Just a
Yeah.
blowout. Last time,
They're
if it
kryptonite.
wasn't for the safety, it'd been 30-0.
That's probably the last people they want to see. They don't want to see the Ravens.
Ravens gonna have their number.
The Ravens are like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
As of right now, though, it's Pittsburgh, I think.
Is it?
Right? Because Ravens have the division.
That's easier. A lot easier.
Yeah, so right now it's Pittsburgh. It's a home game against the Steelers right now.
Okay. Russ versus Stroud.
Let's move on here.
Boring.
Jaguars, Colts. Anyone want to say anything about this game?
Colts.
Brian Thomas Jr. has been awesome. Are you surprised that Jonathan Taylor has 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns?
He's came on late. Like he's had some big games.
1,300 yards.
I take back what I said then about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Because he did that in 4 or 5 less games.
And he's not really close to 300 carries. He's like
Pat McAfee hates him.
30. Oh, did you see that?
McAfee does not.
Pat McAfee hates the Colts.
You know what? He's just an old school from old different era where it's like he helps people like.
But it's
like
funny because his whole thing is like positivity toward players. But he goes in on the Colts.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, ship him out of town. We don't need him. Like, he does not want
he
Jonathan
hated
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor because he did that holdout thing last year
Yeah.
when the new regime was trying to come in and set a culture.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, this is also a business, and these guys want their money.
Are you guys happy with the progression we've seen from Anthony Richardson this year? How you feeling?
I wish they didn't
Colts
sit him
fan?
for those 4 games.
Yeah, but like as a looking.
I don't
at
want
it,
to use it as an excuse, but you sit him, and then he's been injured. Like he didn't. It's crazy to say he didn't get his fair shot.
I think,
but yeah,
you got to see it as he got near season's worth of reps. That's what you got to do. Like, yeah, exactly.
It's crazy because like you put together this season and last season, and now he's had like a season, like a season's worth of.
it's like, wow, did you just
play.
your rookie year? No, it's too.
I want to find something that I saw earlier.
You know what too about him is that he had to. His job had to be like, not threatened, but I guess when they started Joe Flacco and he came back in, it was like then you saw him progress.
He was hurt last week, right? Yeah. He didn't.
Oh
even,
yeah.
he didn't
Joe
even play
Flacco started last week.
Yeah,
so-
he's interesting. They're gonna give him
so up and down.
They're gonna give him another year.
They have to.
And I would too. Like, yeah, you gotta see what you have here.
I'd be
His
cautious
numbers-
with
his
it
numbers
because
are awful.
because the injury thing's a very real. It's a very real thing with him.
He's
now.
hurt again. He literally said he could not stand up last week
He was crawling out of
because
his
of his
house.
back.
Yeah.
He was crawling out of his house.
What's the numbers?
In 11 games, okay, so in 11 games,
Okay.
less than a 50% completion percentage. 47%
Wow.
is wild.
I can throw 47%.
Jeez.
Back to this topic.
1,800 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
Good night.
A 46 QBR, and a 61 passer.
Do you have his rushing numbers by any chance?
They didn't put that in here.
I was gonna say that might be the saving grace.
No, I don't think
but
it
it
is.
is.
But it won't be.
I don't think I've ever seen like 100 rushing yards from Anthony Richardson or like.
No, I know, but I'm saying like if there was a saving
Yeah,
grace of those
it-
awful numbers,
it would need to be the rushing stats.
In his second year of development, last in completion percentage, last in pattern. This is quarterbacks eligible for the stat. Last in completion percentage, last in passer rating, last in touchdown to interception rate, and last in EPA per DB. Not going to pretend like I know what that is.
Do you think he gets moved?
I don't know.
with an injury pass.
Is he worth
I'm just-
anything?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Is this not
he
Justin
may
Fields?
not-
Is
he
this
may
not
not be.
worse Justin Fields so far?
Yeah, this is bad. I would have. They should get Justin Fields. they should get Justin.
With the real thing.
Go get the guy you want him to be.
So rushing, he had 86 carries for 499 yards, 6 touchdowns. 11 games, that's not bad.
It balances him to a super average,
Who was?
if that.
Sorry, man. Now I'm less confident. These stats do not back
7
up.
fumbles.
Yeah.
Wow. He's been he hasn't progressed.
And one tap out of the game.
And
one
legendary.
I'm not feeling
I'm
it.
too tired, bro.
Hey,
What the fuck?
vibes weren't good enough.
how wild was that?
What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean? Get out there! This is why.
Where are you going?
This is why Pat McAfee hates us.
And then post in the post game, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I got tired.
Hey, man, I was tired as hell.
What?
Man.
okay.
Bills, Patriots. Bills.
Truly is a new league.
Bills are they resting people?
They should be. They already had that number 2 spot locked.
Yeah, there's nothing to gain. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, they're
most
resting.
people Don't matter. Let's move on. Giants, Eagles. Eagles also resting everyone. Please stay healthy. The people who are out there, like, just please. Giants though, cool to see Malik Neighbors bust on the scene with. This is like Garrett Wilson, but better. Like 1,100 yards receiving, 6 touchdowns, which is I think more tied to the quarterback than anything else,
And a ton of catches.
and over 100
That
catches.
team just wasn't scoring touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, if they started Drew Lock, maybe they would have scored more touchdowns. Drew Lock would have
Last week.
That was incredible.
Let's move on here. Saints and Bucks. Bucks. The only 2 teams this week have win and in scenarios. The Bucks are one of them. They're playing the Saints.
Come on, Bucks.
Derek Carr's out.
Put it away.
Derek Carr's out. He tried to get some kind of procedure to let him play because he knows he could feel it slipping away.
He knows there's not much left on
like,
the bone.
Derek Carr. Man. This show loves Derek Carr. Derek Carr. What? How would you, in one word? Tell me what Derek Carr's career is.
Hilarious.
It's just unearned confidence.
Do you remember that small period of time where we were not us? The question was, is he a Hall of Famer?
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
He had that one great year with the Raiders.
Yeah.
One season.
Were you talking
Yes.
to Andrew?
No, this was actually trending. It was on ESPN.
With Jack Del Rio when they went for every fourth down, the
very first game.
Oh
The
my
very
God.
first game. They won it by going 2-point.
and then he hurt his back, and then after that, it was all.
And the question was like, could this guy be a Hall of Famer if he keeps going? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Let's move on here. Bucks and we did talk Bucks. Something I want to talk about the Bucks is I think they have. What I've learned about the Bucks this year is that this window is a lot more open than I thought it was. Obviously, we're all impressed with Baker Mayfield. I'm not sure there's a guy in the NFL that this show loves more than Baker Mayfield. Burrow, Joe Burrow. We need to get pictures of them up. Both of those guys.
Yeah. Real quick, Mike Evans playing for a lot.
That's how I go for next. Yeah, go ahead.
If he gets 5 catches and 85 receiving yards, he gets $3 million.
That would get him to 1,000 yards again.
Oh, Baker's gonna make that happen.
So I think it's a $2 million for the 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one?
5 catches.
5 catches. Baker's gonna force feed this boy.
Oh man.
Open up.
They found something.
Here comes the airplane.
Here comes the train.
Can you not say it like that? Something I think they found that is awesome is Bucky Irving.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 yards. He didn't really take over to for some reason. They
Todd Bowles and
yeah.
his wisdom.
He loves Rashad White.
Yeah, Rashad White's pretty good. It was 3 yards a carry.
They would have games where Rashad White, 14 carries, 43 yards. Yeah. Bucky Irving, 6 carries, 117 yards.
It was we're going to do a split backfield still.
Now Rashad's still the starter.
Sean Tucker's going to come in for
Bucky Irving's probably my favorite rookie running back.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's easily the best.
He's phenomenal. He's
R.I.P. Jonathan Brooks. We never got to see it.
Yeah, rest in peace, young fella.
Yeah.
And then Tracy's been nice, but
he is alive.
22. He's 22 years old.
Rest in peace.
The prime of his life.
No, he's not. I could run faster than Jonathan Brooks right now.
Right now. Yeah.
What a cheap shot. See, we need to clip that and tag him.
This is why when you get mad at us you went too far.
Yeah, your moral compass comes around.
God, the guy was literally in tears, sobbing.
Hey, get over it.
All right, this is what we want to talk about. Chiefs Broncos. I can't wait for this game. Not because I think the Chiefs are going to win. No, they're not. But I tell you what,
Joe, you're such a dick.
Carson Wentz is going to do everything he possibly can. And we're going to see prime Carson Wentz. We're going to see
stop it. Will you stop it?
Listen what I'm freaking saying. Okay, we're going to see him trying to break every single sack. We're going to see him jumping out of bounds, throwing across we're going to see all the terrible things that Carson Wentz does on the football field.
The reason he's not a starting quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to try all of them, and it's going to be awesome to see.
Yeah. The Chiefs.
But the Broncos are going to win.
Let me list you all the guys who are going to be out for the Chiefs.
Give it to us.
Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, Trent McDuffie, Nick Bolton, Kareem Hunt, George Karlaftis, Travis Kelce, Justin Reed, Drew Tranquil, Isaiah Pacheco, Jawan Taylor, Mecole Hardman, and Jalen Watson. Almost everybody on offense. And they're big players on defense. I swear to God, if you don't win this fucking game.
If Broncos don't win this game, if Broncos don't win this game, then you don't deserve it.
So we're going to get a nice little 2017 flashback. Carson Wentz throwing a Juju Smith.
Yeah. Juju Smith.
I do like this for Bo Nix, though.
Hopkins is playing?
Hopkins wasn't on the list, so I'm not sure.
I like this for...
I doubt he plays, though.
I like this for Nix because if there truly is that much, no competition on the other side, what a great game to be go out there, ball out, get tuned up right before your first playoff game.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you see Spags said he's open to head coaching now.
Man. Spags. I wish he wouldn't leave. He's so good there with Andy
I
Reid.
think he might be ready to move on. It sounded like it if you heard the interview.
Oh, man.
Guess he's bored of that dynasty.
Bro, why are you leaving?
I ain't going nowhere, dog.
Bro, I would have stayed there. Look what happened to Eric Bieniemy. He's without a job now because he tried to leave.
Everyone hates him.
And everyone hates you. You should stay with Andy Reid.
God, he even college is fired him now.
I know.
No one wants him. UCLA, they mutually decided to part ways.
Hey, man, get the fuck out of here. And we're terrible at football. He's not even good enough for them.
What a fallout.
Yeah, he was
like Deshaun Watson levels.
At one time, you're like, this guy's gonna be the next great head coach. Now it's like, is he employed?
Yeah, I must say something, but it was slightly racist, so I didn't. Chargers and Raiders, I'm not. Chargers and Raiders. Chargers have nothing to play for, right? So
no, Chargers got locked in.
Yeah. So 100% rest everyone.
But the Raiders will win because they don't know how to tank.
They're gonna win. I guarantee they're gonna win.
Raiders gonna win. Be
like, my God,
Raider win.
Okay, Raiders picking number 10 now.
I'm telling you, I'm just calling it now.
What's up, AJ?
Well, let's say Chargers could play for seeding. They're currently the 6th seed, tied with Pittsburgh, both at 10-6. So if Pittsburgh loses, they'll at least know by Saturday night if they've got something to play for.
I can't see Harbaugh sitting people with something on the line.
Yeah.
All right, next, Seahawks, Rams.
Real quick, we had to pause the show because Gabe had to take a massive shit.
Oh, yeah. Gabe, let's get an update. Gabe, how you feeling?
I am so going to get you back.
Listen, you told everyone that I had fucking chlamydia.
100% making this into a clip.
my
100% making this to a clip.
Told everyone that I'd come
I
in
did
with.
not think America put the camera. I did not think I was going to come back and get me. That was great.
Yeah. Happy poop game.
Thank you.
Seahawks, Rams. Rams already locked
Took a
in.
while there, bud.
I was gone for 5 minutes.
Oh,
it
right.
wasn't that long.
We got a clock. You're going for at least 10 minutes.
We're staying with the poop thing then.
You had some fancy football rundowns in that.
I left my phone up here.
We looked at like
Wow,
6
you're an animal.
I left my phone up here.
You could have back with your phone. Just raw dog in the bathroom. That's crazy.
Look, I was.
You're a psychopath.
You went full 1900s.
Look at
You know
your
what's funny? I didn't know that your wife was home. So when I walked through the door, I was like shit, and then she came around the corner. I was like, oh hi,
Oh, hi.
It's like
Hi,
I
how
gotta
are
use your
you?
bathroom.
It's like, hi, how are you? Good. I gotta take a shit.
If you didn't hear already.
Poor wife.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I closed the door.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
That coach and me
I'm glad
service.
he's close to-
We good with that?
Yeah, let's go. Let's move on.
Seahawks, Rams. Rams already locked in. They're going to sit everyone, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, they are. Seahawks doesn't matter. They can't
Oh
win.
yeah, they announced they're sitting everyone.
Yeah.
Tell you what though, Geno throws for over 185 yards. He gets $2 million.
Wow.
Wow.
Where are you with Geno Smith? And
All right, I tell you what, he's going to throw for 285 yards. But yeah, you
No,
got to move on.
185,
It's time to move on.
I heard Colin Coward said this, so whatever that means.
Uncle.
Seattle should trade for JJ
Yeah, I saw that.
McCarthy. That's
I don't think they're going to trade JJ McCarthy, but yeah,
What do you think about Anthony Richardson there? If he wants like a new spot,
keep Geno.
really?
Geno's better than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Did we listen? We got to start seeing Anthony Richardson for what he is.
Justin Fields. Would you say Geno Smith or Justin Fields in Seattle?
Justin Fields.
Next year.
Justin Fields,
Just to try something out. Just try some.
but that's a marginal improvement over Geno Smith. Like Geno Smith he was like a top 5 passer this year as yards.
So you would go in next year if you had a GM. You'd go next year with Geno Smith,
Yeah, I think I'm only moving on for Geno Smith for like a real plan, for the
like an
future.
obvious upgrade.
Yeah, like or even like a rookie, like someone we don't know yet.
You know what sucks?
JJ McCarthy can be cool though.
If Kyler Murray wasn't,
He would be great. Yeah, I'd move on for him.
If Kyler Murray wasn't in the same division, I'd say, oh, Kyler Murray to Seattle.
Kyler Murray's gonna be really interesting this offseason.
Yeah. But Geno Smith is like such like a. You're okay, but you're not gonna win. Not gonna win a Super Bowl with Geno Smith.
Yeah, I don't. Well, we're gonna talk. Okay, Cardinals are in a couple. I want to talk Cardinals a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Geno Smith, I think you should move on. Consensus.
Yeah. It's ran its course.
Did throw for 4,000 yards, but 17 touchdowns, 15 interceptions.
Yeah, that's
Not gonna get it
You
done.
can get that from Drew Lock.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, breakout year.
Dog.
Yeah.
Probably Lockett's last year there. I can imagine.
I hope so.
We've been saying that for 4 years.
True. Jason's
Very
good though.
true.
Yeah, Jason's very good. Took him a little while to get his career going, but he's very good.
Okay, Dolphins, Jets. Dolphins need to win.
Yeah.
They need to win to have a chance, but they need help. They need Angel. You're gonna
They need the
The
Broncos.
Broncos have to lose. That's all they need.
That's it?
That's all they need.
They've got the tiebreaker.
Wow.
over
So
Cincinnati.
they better. Wow.
So like even if the Bengals win, it doesn't matter.
Even though this is a nice game for Dolphins,
You wanna
because
have- I don't wanna see the
Dolphins
Broncos
beat
lose.
bad teams pretty good. So this is a nice lob for them.
It's also the Jets. Is Aaron Rodgers gonna play?
I don't know.
Yeah, he said it might be his last. Could be his last game in the NFL. He
Okay,
said
I gotta
those
watch
words.
it. I gotta watch
You
it.
said the last 8 years. He's just turning.
That's
He's
Aaron
just
Rodgers.
turning to Brett Favre. It's crazy.
But yeah, Dolphins. I mean, I guess that's not a fair question, but I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I'd rather see the Broncos and the Bengals.
They're gonna win this game, but it's gonna suck when they do. I'd rather see Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if they win, that means that Burrow.
If they win, the Bengals are eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm cheering for the Jets then.
Yeah. Go Jets.
Yeah. Go Jets.
Are we all cheering for the Jets then? Put the camera over there. I want to see AJ say this.
I mean, I have to.
just for the sake of Joe Burrow.
Do we
being the
have
playoffs.
do we have the game times for these 3 games? I mean, like
So.
Oh yeah, they've announced them all.
Cincinnati
thanks,
is.
It's a mystery.
go ahead.
They don't tell us till game day.
Yeah, they're playing at 125.
Yeah. So
Cincinnati
All right,
Saturday.
jackass, I meant all 3.
Cincinnati Saturday.
Okay.
Broncos.
That must
Broncos Chiefs is 125.
Cincinnati
Same
on
time.
Saturday. On Saturday, that means if they win, they're like, well, here we go.
We don't know.
Just
yeah.
wait.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so can the Bengals be eliminated?
Wait. What happens if the Broncos lose?
God.
And both.
Throw it to me.
Okay. What
You
happens?
still
it's
don't
so,
get
it's
it.
so simple. It's just
get it.
3 teams.
I'm not good at this stuff.
Broncos win.
They're in. It doesn't matter what the Dolphins are
Well,
doing.
my question was,
Yeah.
well, yeah, they have my question is like, okay, can the Bengals be eliminated before Sunday? Only if they lose.
Only if they lose. Yeah.
Only
That,
they lose.
that was all. I wanted to
yeah.
clarify. Okay, 49ers Cardinals.
Yikes.
Whoa! I mean, what a
What this game was supposed to be at the start of the
This
season.
is supposed to be Detroit,
the
Minnesota.
fight for the.
Mark my words. Brock Purdy's about to get $50 million a year,
Brock Purdy's not even playing this game.
and he's about to get $50 million a year. And he's gonna break the NFL.
What's
he's gonna
crazy?
break the internet.
Jimmy G's and Brock Purdy's last season,
Identical.
it is identical to Brock
Wow.
Purdy's.
Yeah.
20 touchdowns, 12 picks, 68 to 65%. Actually, Purdy threw for less.
Now the circumstances around
A
those
lot,
are
yeah.
completely
Like Jimmy G had like kind of everyone healthy. Purdy had like nobody. But still, $50 million.
If you're the Niners, you see that you're like, okay, Brock Purdy's floor is
The bad Jimmy G.
the best of Jimmy.
It's definitely an upgrade, but it's not. I don't think.
Are you talking Jimmy G's last full season, or is this the season that Brock Purdy came
I think
in?
this is his last full season.
That's
Okay.
2021.
Wow.
But Purdy's not worth $50 million.
Not 50.
No.
The only reason I'm saying he is because they tried it with so many guys there. Yeah. He is because who else?
He is for them. Is
You're just gonna keep looking. Do you really want to go back into that?
There could be some quarterbacks available though. Sam Darnold
I'm sure
becomes
there is,
available.
but like,
Justin
you're sure to go
Fields.
back into the unknown.
They literally had Sam Darnold.
Oh my
last year.
God, Sam Darnold. They had Sam Darnold. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They had Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Like that.
They had Sam
You
Darnold.
can't,
I would pay
you
Sam
can't, you
Darnold.
can't blame him for that.
Yeah.
No one in their right mind would
And
have been
the
like,
Sam Darnold thing too. Let's give the head coach a lot
Yep.
of credit for that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with that. Sam Darnold's not the same anywhere else,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold started a game for 49ers
He found the
last
perfect
year.
marriage. He found the perfect team.
I'm also
Leave it there.
I'm also glad that Jed York and whatever the owner is
Yeah.
for the Niners came out and said, nope, Shanahan's staying, Lynch is staying, which they should. This is just a
Good
disaster
organizations
season.
do,
Yeah.
yeah. Cardinals, on the other hand, need some soul searching.
Yeah. Kyler Murray though, if he rushes for 50 yards and rushes for one touchdown, he gets $750K.
He will do it.
He will do it.
He will
It's
do
incredible. These players, what they get.
it. Kyler's future in Arizona.
Murky.
If you are in ownership there in Arizona and you're sitting at the table and they go to you like, hey, Kyler for the next 5 to 7,
5 to 7.
No.
That's wild.
I would be listing. I'd be shopping him pretty aggressively.
you could still get a
Yeah.
You can get a haul. And that team is. I like the head coach. I like Gannon a lot. I like what they're building there. I think Kyler just caps him off like potential wise.
favorite spots for Kyler. There's always fun.
Well, like
In Philly as
only-
a backup.
no. If the New York Giants fall out of
Giants,
the thing,
yeah.
Giants. Yeah.
Imagine how terrible that would be.
Yeah, bad.
That'd be really, really bad.
The Raiders actually is gonna be like because the Raiders aren't gonna get a top 5 pick,
Raiders would be interesting.
and they need kind of
Jets. Perhaps.
to go from Aaron Rodgers to Kyler Murray is like ridiculous.
That New York media would tear him apart.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams. I mean, the Saints.
No. No, I
No,
can't see
Derek Carr's
that.
the guy.
Derek Carr's the guy.
I forgot.
Another 10 years,
Fucking love Derek Carr.
150 million.
We'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be. I think it's finally gonna happen this offseason. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
And then they would go draft the quarterback in order to start over. Yeah.
Hey, what about Atlanta?
Hot Atlanta.
Nah, Michael Penix is gonna be full year next year.
They are going to do everything they can to try to prove Michael.
That sucks what you just said because it's probably true.
Yeah.
You're going to bring out Penix. They're going to say, guys, he's going to work, and it's going to be 17 long games.
They have to try.
You have to give him a full season.
I hate
Kirko
that.
might become a cult. Some of the top.
He needs to retire.
How do you feel? I was thinking about this the other day. How do you feel about Kirk as a backup in San Francisco?
No, he needs to retire.
As a backup, yeah, backup is fine.
He's Shanahan's guy.
It's a backup.
Guys, no, it's not about being a backup or not. It's whether or not he can operate in the NFL anymore.
I
He
think
could be a backup.
he's a backup. Drew Lock can be a backup. Then
What were Kirk's numbers?
Look how I'll put him.
It's not even so much the numbers. Like the point I'm trying to make is that, like, have you seen him play? Like he's
Didn't he throw the
he's
slowest
not
ball?
mobile. Yeah,
3,500 yards, 18 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. That's a backup.
I think he threw the slowest ball since they started recording.
That's wild.
He's a backup. Go
crazy.
check the
I'm
arm
not saying he's
speed.
good anymore.
Go check the arm speed for Ian Book.
But you
and
know who
then-
their backups like Brian Allen this year.
And then you're gonna throw another year on him. So like he's
give us a backup.
Yeah,
Well,
you're really like
guys because I'm saying like we've seen in recent years how the backup quarterback spot is so important. Would you want to put a must win game in the hands of Kirk Cousins?
Have you seen the backup quarterbacks in the league?
Have you seen?
Have
Steve
you
Bundy
not
play?
seen how he played? We were just making fun of him a couple
Gabe.
weeks ago, saying that he can't move.
Right. Do you see DTR? Like, do you see Jameis?
Guys, I'm not saying he's better or worse than those guys. What I'm saying is that
That's part of the
guy
conversation.
can't play anymore. The guy can't play anymore.
He threw for 3,500
and he's only
yards.
going to get older.
He threw, well, yeah. He threw for 3,500 yards and 18 touchdowns.
I think he's a backup.
He's a backup.
Yeah, he's a backup. I think I think he has a long career in it.
Is he basically Joe Flacco
If
now?
Chase Daniel can make it to age 38, Kirk Cousins can make it as a backup.
What are his peers? Joe Flacco is kind of the good comp for me.
Yeah, Flacco.
Who we've been dogging for the last 3 years on this show that he can't play
But
anymore.
you know what's crazy? Flacco will get a job next year.
If I can jump in.
Yeah, good.
I don't want to see Kirk Cousins go out like that. We've enjoyed his career. Gabe, I'm with you in the sense of I don't want to see him as a backup, but I think he could. I mean, he could play as a backup, but I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
I don't think he can play. I honestly don't think he has that in him anymore. Just seeing how he can't move, he can't throw a fastball anymore.
That's
he's
wild
not
to say that he can't be a backup when we've seen some of these backups.
No,
Have you watched
because I'm simply saying, like, I've seen this not just with guys like him, but like you see this in the NFL all the time where guys he's Peyton Manning in his very last year. We knew it was time. I think Cousins, you're seeing that with him now. Less dramatic, obviously, because Peyton Manning, he did it in the Super Bowl and everything. I'm just saying, like, okay, Father Time is going to catch up to you even faster now, and I don't think you're just going to become more mobile or you're going to change up a thing or two here because you're lacking in this part of your game now.
early in the
That's all I'm saying.
Early in the show, you said put some respect on. Don't speak bad on Tua. Don't speak bad on Peyton Manning. Okay, shut the hell up. Okay?
I'm not speaking bad on Peyton Manning.
Chill.
I'm simply saying, look at Manning's last year. It was
won
the
a Super Bowl.
same thing. No, I know.
The defense won a Super Bowl.
Listen.
Which he proudly
Starting
said.
quarterback,
Which he
yeah,
proudly
Peyton
said on the ESPYs. He was like, "Thank you, Vaughn. I owe you and the defense a lot for giving me that Super Bowl."
And even after that year, you don't think Peyton Manning would have been the best backup quarterback in the league if he chose to be a backup?
I think
No,
What? Crazy.
he was done. He could barely throw an out route his last
I tell
year.
you what, Kirk Cousins is all about that money. He's gonna be back up next year for next year and a year for that and a year.
Sometimes Kirk Cousins is all about the cash.
He's made a ton of money. He is incredibly good.
Yeah,
business.
he's made a lot of money.
He's made a lot of money.
Yeah, don't let that baby face fool you.
Yeah, don't let that Coles cash fool you. He loves it. He loves his some green. Good for Kirk.
Are we good on the
Justice for Kirk.
nice bow on it? Yeah. Vikings Lions is the one we're all looking forward to. We'll finish here on Sunday Night Football. AJ, give me Disneyland.
I know.
You have to have that on the phone.
Oh,
On the stroller.
I'm having it on the phone for sure.
This game is in Detroit at Ford Field. It's going to be rocking. 14-2 versus 14-2. I think it's the best combined winning percentage ever to meet up this late in the year. I mean, the Vikings are 6-1 on the road. The Lions are 6-2 at home. It's like all the strengths versus all the strengths. Not to mention little side piece here. The first thing that Brian Flores did when he took over as the head coach of the Dolphins, remember when he was a complete a-hole? Yeah. The first thing he did was fire one young wide receiver coach named Ben Johnson.
Wow.
Yep.
So I mean, it runs deep.
Joey,
It is
Great pull.
That's a gem right there.
Ben Johnson, like they asked him, he's very much aware that this.
Oh
guy
yeah, yeah.
I don't think you want to piss off Ben Johnson.
Or do you want to piss off Brian Flores?
Brian Flores is already pissed off. He lives pissed off. But like Ben Johnson
Goes to bed pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about who's not going to be in this game. Not that it matters, but Jamal Williams got released again. You see that?
Dude, really?
He got released again.
No
Yeah,
way.
Yep, Jamal Williams out. Yeah, it wasn't even a story.
Hey, Green Bay, just bring him back.
No. Bring him back. We never had him.
Jamal Williams?
Oh, they said Jamal Adams.
Oh, no. Yeah, he did say Jamal Williams. You mean Jamal
you meant
Adams.
Jamal
My bad.
Adams.
My bad.
Oh, that's why I was like,
My bad.
Yeah, Adams. His career's done.
So sorry, we didn't say what's at stake here. The division, obviously,
Yeah,
the
division.
number one seed,
conference, yeah.
The difference between being the 1 seed or the 5 seed, which means being on the road. Like this is a massive,
having a bye week.
massive game. This is almost like not more consequential than playoff games. It's not win or go home, but there's just so many. There's multiple things on the line here, and bravo for the NFL put it on Monday Night Football because this
Sunday night.
Sunday Night Football. This is going to be one of the most watched games of the year. Like mark my words, when the numbers come out on Monday. Because there's so many stars on the field. Detroit obviously will be without David Montgomery. Even though he's trying to make the comeback.
His MCL is gone.
Yep, Gibbs will be the guy, more than capable. Other than the season-long injuries, everyone else who's like on the active roster, I think is going to play. Craig Randall's questionable, but man, it's a hard game to pick. Do you want to get started or you want me to?
Picks?
Yeah.
I don't want to go first.
I'll go first.
Okay, go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I think the Vikings are gonna win, and I think they're gonna make a statement here.
I think the Vikings win, and I think they show the league you can pass on this team.
Yeah.
If you have Justin Jefferson. and you have Jordan Addison in it. I think it's going to be a shootout, and I don't think the Lions defense can hold up. I think the Vikings are going to have a field day.
Is there a more overlooked team in the NFL right now than the Vikings?
14-2
They're 14-2
Vikings
with the number 1 seed in the NFC, which this year is the stronger conference on the line, and yet they're not talked about with it. When you do Super Bowl predictions, no one's picking the Vikings.
Yeah.
And yet here they are with 2 elite units, like we've been talking about last couple of weeks. All the stars you could imagine, the quarterback story of the year, the coach of the year most likely, and I think this is their moment. Guys, what do you think?
I think it's a no-brainer. Vikings play well at this point in the season. Vikings are elite on both sides of the ball. The Lions just aren't. Lions have great offense. Their defense, just like you said, you can pass all over them.
Purdy just had a good day against them.
Yeah.
Purdy, we're seeing how average Purdy was this year.
Gabe is an owner in the NFC North.
Might be a little conflict of interest.
Yeah. So, but who are you picking here, Gabe?
You look at because they're so offensively they're so matched up well here. Both quarterbacks are incredibly efficient. They don't turn the ball over a lot. I'm gonna go with the quarterback that I think is slightly better, and that's Jared Goff. I think in Detroit, the Lions can do just enough to hold the Vikings back.
Lions are favored. Even though it's a home.
I think they're favored because they're home. It's a lot
spread,
closer
2.5,
than that.
yeah.
And too, we know about how high the state here too. You know what really sucks about this game is that the loser, most likely, if you meet them again in the playoffs, we're talking about going to the home field. Let's say the Vikings lose this game. It's like, well, let's say you want to get them back in the playoffs. You're gonna have to go back to that same place you lost a couple weeks ago and have to beat them again. That's gonna be that's a lot of pressure on the Vikings. I think this is what I fully get it. The Vikings have been overlooked. I think the Lions in recent weeks have been overlooked a lot just because of their injuries. A lot of people are saying, Angel had them as the number five team after being 1, 2, 3 all year long. People are starting to lose a little bit of faith in the Lions. That's exactly what that organization lives off of. So I think this is the game that the Lions win, and it's in Detroit again. That's going to help them here.
Yeah. The spread. The over/under is 57. We taking over/under there. 57.
I'm taking
points.
over. I'm taking over for sure.
Because in the last 4 games, the Lions have given up 31 points, 42 points, 17 to the Bears, which is incredible, and 34 to the 49ers.
Yeah.
Wow. They're giving up a ton of points.
And the Vikings have been on a heater.
Vikings haven't given up more than 25 points in the last 5 weeks.
That's the one thing that's going to be an X factor is Brian Flores versus Ben Johnson. That's incredible to watch. Both can be head coaches.
I'm trying to see.
Both can be head coaches.
Because the Vikings don't give up big plays.
Yep.
And this is the best big play designer in the NFL right now. The stuff he's doing. This guy brought back the hook and ladder this year.
Honestly, he's by far my favorite head coach candidate.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vrabel's up there too, but
Yeah.
Jeff Hadley.
So,
the Jets head coach.
no,
God, Angel, you're the worst.
Ulbrich. Hafley is the DC in Green Bay.
I didn't know.
Gabe,
Sorry for not knowing Jeff Hanley. Sorry, he's done a good job.
Hanley, he's still getting the name
Yeah.
right.
You know what? He's done a great job though this year.
okay, so we went Lions, Vikings.
Vikings, yeah.
Okay, so let's take the flip side here. I'm going to ask AJ and Angel the Lions win if, and I'm going to ask Gabriel the Vikings win if.
Okay.
Kind of take the opposite side, okay? Play devil's advocate with yourself, basically.
Devil's avocado.
So I picked the Vikings. I'm going to say the Lions win if they are able to continue this big play stuff. Jamison Williams, I think, is the key here. If J-Mo could blow, J-Mo and Gibbs, I guess, if those guys can really, keep those big plays coming, then I think that's a way for them to steal this game.
Yeah.
Angel wins. Lions win if.
Lions with Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch take over the game.
It's a good call.
That's one of the better pair of safeties in the league. So if they pick off Sam Darnold late in the game, or they have a crucial turnover, they force a turnover. Those two, Kirby Joseph is a fantastic safety. Brian Branch can play in the slot, deep safety, strong safety.
I love that because that highlights how massive a game this is for Sam Darnold in his career.
Yeah, because
this is bigger than next week's game for him.
We can say all we want about the corners, and the corners aren't very great, for the Lions. But those safeties are the real deal. Yeah. So that's my X factor: is if those two safeties affect the game enough, whether it be picks or forced fumble or whatever.
Do you think we'll see any Hawkinson versus Kirby Joseph sparks? He's the one who tore his ACL, right?
Yeah.
No, that was Tyler Higbee.
No.
Was it?
Right.
Was it
both of them?
What an ass.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
I didn't know that.
AJ, the Lions win if.
If somehow they can rush the pass.
God.
If they can get a old school Sam Darnold game from him, then we'll see.
And that would start with pressuring him.
Yeah.
Darius Smith.
Gabe, the Vikings win if.
Vikings win. So you brought up a great point how they don't give up the big plays at all. Well, just so happens the Lions have the perfect guy for that. St. Brown, if they could stop him from being that possession guy, getting those quick passes, those first downs on a 3rd and long or something like that, that could be a way they could possibly slow the offense down enough. But if they can't do that, then you better watch out because there's some big plays that are coming for sure.
You
for the
know
Lions.
who's having a good year is Jameson Williams.
Well, see, so that's kind of what I'm saying. Where if they can't stop St. Brown, watch Jameson Williams. Maybe not have a great a statistical game, but watch him have one catch.
Jameson Williams is he's better than he's turned into more all around.
And they just know how to use him. They know how to utilize his speed.
He's a little George Pickensy, where he does some kind of stupid shit in every game. It was like, hey bro, chill. You're with the Lions. Like, relax.
They kind of use that tandem in the old school. It's crazy. This is old school now. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Amon-Ra St. Brown just finds the seam, sits there, and just catches it with nobody around him.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. If they can't get the big play off, St. Brown's gonna kill them on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 when they need that stop.
Laporta's been a big game guy for them too.
Yeah,
Laporta's came on recently. Yeah,
big game last week too.
Yeah, he's been a big game guy for them because of all the different things he could do.
What an offense!
Yeah.
The running aspect's going to be interesting. I was just reading right here on ESPN.com that the Lions, specifically Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm trying to pull it up here. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, since he's taken over the starter, averaging 20 carries, 113 yards and a touchdown. Vikings giving up just 88 yards per game. So it is strength for strength up front.
Something's going to break here. It's crazy.
Awesome. Anything else on this one, guys, other than we cannot freaking wait?
I'm just trying to find the injuries here. The only one of the Vikings that's been listed as out is Patrick Jones. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I got you.
Okay. Sorry,
injuries. Alex Anzalone was injured. He did return to practice, recovering from a broken forearm. He's
ouch. Why? Ouch, dude.
But he returned to practice. Well, it's a big deal because you remember the Lions were just without linebackers.
Yeah.
Like they're signing guys off the street to play linebacker. Yeah. And so to get Anzalone back is a big shot in the arm. Khalif Raymond, the other
no pun intended.
Seriously, none intended. Other than that, there's not much else. Yeah. Like it's just as full strength as these two teams can be.
Yeah. Would it affect you at all if they had David Montgomery? Would it affect your pick?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would Dave Montgomery and Aiden Hutchinson.
Would you pick the Lions? Oh, Aiden Hutchinson. I'd pick the Lions.
That's it.
Yeah. The Lions.
That. Oh God.
Man, what? That sucks.
It really does.
It really does. That's the guy you want to see in this game. Yeah. It would give them more hope for them. It wouldn't change my pick.
Okay.
Right? Would it change your pick?
No, I would set the Vikings. I love
the Vikings just better.
Yeah. I'm telling you, them and the Eagles are the most balanced. Well, the Chiefs too. Most balanced teams in the NFL. Chiefs, by the way, who'd they get back? They're getting someone back this week.
They got everyone back.
Jalen Watson, cornerback.
They have 20 days left.
They can go to Cancun and back.
They get back a bunch of guys, really.
They have 2 vacations and come back.
They're not going to see them for a month.
No.
Good.
That's great. They're going to be so healthy.
I know when Angel was naming off all the Chiefs players that aren't playing, I was fully expecting to be like Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. Andy Reid's not going to show up.
He's like, I'm out.
He's just give it to OC here. Go do something.
We saw them Christmas Day. We're not going to see them again until January 19th.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Screw the NFL. We got to change this.
Somebody's got to do something.
The same for years.
No, good on them. Yeah. And they
won 15 games.
Chiefs can win the whole thing. What the fuck are we talking about?
Like, why are we talking Lions Vikings?
They have to be the clear favorite in the AFC now, right?
Chiefs, yeah.
I'll take them over the Lions now.
Buffalo.
I know the Lions. Buffalo, I mean.
Buffalo and Kansas City.
I'll take Kansas City over Buffalo.
I'll take Kansas City now.
Damn. Yeah, you can't do that.
Because they're also playing their best football.
No,
that's what's
the
so
healthiest.
crazy.
They're playing their best.
No.
Please.
He's like,
man,
it's like
come on.
Thanos, man. They're just inevitable.
He's inevitable.
Yeah, they just don't do it.
I guess we'll make predictions next week.
Inevitable. Right? That's how you would say it.
Oh, Patrick, I thought that was Thanos. Like, bro.
no, that's Patrick. What you watching?
As the season
never sound that way.
As the season wraps up, big round of applause for the NFC North. Look at the standings here: 2 14-win teams, an 11-win team in Green Bay,
and the Bears.
They're gonna have one 15-win team, one 14-win team, one 11-win team, and the Bears. 4 wins.
Hey, someone's got to be the low man. And that's just the Bears this year. Do you think next year it stays the same, where the Bears are still the low man? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Who you picking to?
I know it's crazy.
Who's falling off?
I don't know. I'm not.
Even if the Bears.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
If there is a team that's going to fall off, it'd be the Packers. Not that I think they will.
No. Yeah, I think the Bears are tough.
I mean, what would the reason be for the Packers to fall off?
I don't know.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
That
putting
is,
any
no, I'm
mojo
saying
on them.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's any.
It's gonna be.
It would have to be all Jordan Love. I'm not
The
sure
Bears
what
suck.
else they're built really
You
well.
need
Bears
a lot.
suck.
The
Okay.
Bears need a lot to
They
happen.
just suck.
Bears need a lot to happen even to compete in the same league as the Packers.
Yeah.
Bears have so many things to figure out. They got to figure out their coach. They got to figure out
O-line, you got to figure out
O-line.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
Compare that defense that just fell apart.
Well, we'll talk about the offseason. This weekend is about finally wrapping up the regular season. By the way, guys, bravo to you. Season number 2 of the Bench podcast.
Yeah.
Almost here in almost a wrap here in week 18. We'll recap it on Monday. That is today's episode. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're watching here on YouTube or listening on to audio podcast, thanks so much. Find us on Instagram, X, TikTok. Search at Bench Show to follow us on all those different platforms. And then check out benchshow.com, home of the Bench Beat, articles on fandom, fantasy, and all things NFL. See you.
Peace.